Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we have another crowdfunding spotlight for you where we cover the 3 games that are solo capable that have caught my eye on Kickstarter or GameFound. We are going to be looking at 3 games. All of these are going to be Kickstarter games this time. Yeah, none of them ended up from GameFound. There was one that was close from GameFound, didn't quite make it. But we're going to be looking for any game ending from September 1st to September 15th. And then, of course, halfway through the month, we'll cover the second half of September as well. Before we get to the list, I want to mention our sponsor, Board Game Co. This is a fantastic website where you can buy, sell, and trade games. They have a great selection to choose from. If you're just looking to build out your collection, just trying to, plug some holes in your collection, Board Game Co. can help you out. They also will buy games from you. If you're looking to sell some games, don't sell, 5, 6, 7 games to 5, 6, 7 different people. Sell them all to one place. That way you ship them all to one place, Board Game Co. And then, of course, they will trade with you. If you have a Board Game Geek username and you've set up a trade list on Board Game Geek, you can then take your username, drop it into Board Game Co. They'll compare your trade list with their stock and create a custom trade list right there on their website. Makes it very easy to facilitate a trade. Board Game Co. makes it easy to buy, sell, and trade your way into a better collection. If you do check them out, be sure to click on the link in the description below so they'll know I sent you over there. Okay, without anything else, we're going to get down to this list. And of course, we do our list by the minute. So 3 games, 3 minutes starting now. All right, number 3 on the list is Point Blank V is for Victory. This is a World War II game. It's so far it's raised $31,000, 360 backers. It will be funding on September the 8th. 1 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes, and $85 gets you into this one. Now, this is a tactical squad level card game. So no miniatures, nothing like that. It's all cards, but there's a ton of stuff in this game from the looks of it. It's got this action card deck system. It's got a huge variety of units, American, German, French resistance, and then thanks to all the unlocks from the stretch goals, there's also UK and Canadian units in there. Just a ton of stuff to choose from. This is designed by Sean Drulinger, and it's from Lock and Load Publishing as well. This one just looks like it's got a lot of options available to you because they're using cards. It really opens up how much they can put in there in terms of different units, different factions, or nations, whatever. So a lot of opportunity there for some really cool stuff. That's Point Blank V is for Victory. Number 2 is Flamecraft. $1.7 million raised so far, 24,000 backers. This is funding on September the 2nd, so just a little bit more time to get into it. Let's see, where $39 gets you the regular version, $79 gets you the deluxe version. 1 to 5 players, 60 minutes, designed by Manny Vega and published by Cardboard Academy. Basically, you are working with dragons in this game, except dragons now are cute little artisan dragons that are friends of humankind. They work in the village to cook food, brew potions, craft metals, and they do all that stuff top notch. They're the best at it, right? So you're gonna be competing with the other players for the most reputation. There's in-game goals. You can upgrade the shops in the game, which will then gain new shop abilities. There's dragon powers and combos, and everything is absolutely gorgeous as far as the artwork goes. Really, really adorable little dragons and great, different pieces as far as the components go, and so many cool interactions that are going on here. A lot of cool stuff in Flamecraft. And then number 1 is Black Rose Wars Rebirth. This is $1.2 million raised so far, 7,700 backers, funds on September the 9th, 1 to 4 players, 90 minutes, and $129 gets you into this one, designed by Marco Montanaro, and it's published by Ludus Magnus Studio. So this is a competitive fantasy deck building strategy combat game is how it describes itself. A lot going on there. The idea is the Black Rose Order is in disarray, and you and the other players are competing against each other. I thought this would be cooperative, but it's competitive. You compete against each other to become the new Grand Magister of the Black Rose Order, trying to bring it back to its former glory. And let's see, that's the end of my timer there. But we're going to finish this up real quick. 6 schools of magic are in the game, right? So that you're pulling from these different schools of magic, which will let you do things like summon powerful creatures, cast destructive spells, devise dark deceptions, that sort of stuff. And you're going to be fighting each other in a modular arena. Lots of really cool miniatures in this game. It seems like a really interesting idea. I'm curious because it is one solo capable. So I'm curious, since it is a competitive game, how that AI is going to work. A lot of times in competitive games, when there's an AI, I've found that it sometimes is lacking, but we have seen a lot recently of people really figuring out how to make AIs work well. We've seen it in Root with the Better Bot project, which became the Clockwork expansion. Even in Oath. Even in Oath, that AI, while not as good as playing as other humans, is still really, really functional for such a complex game. And of course, war games have been doing this for a long time, the coin system in particular. So I'm looking to see how Black Rose Wars. This one looks the coolest out of the 3 to me, and I'm hoping that the solo mode will match. Those are the 3 games that caught my eye in this month's crowdfunding spotlight, or in the first half of this month's crowdfunding spotlight. So be sure to check out the second half coming out around the 15th, 16th of September. And until next time, for Bored Online, Bored Offline.